Solve the simultaneous equations. X squared minus 9y minus x is equal to 2y squared minus 12, and x plus 2y minus 1 is equal to 0. So I want to rearrange my linear equation to make either x the subject and substitute it in here and here, or I'm going to rearrange it to make y the subject and substitute it into here and here. The fact that I've got the 2 here, though, is putting me off making y the subject, because if I did that, I would have these awkward fractions that I don't really want to have to deal with. So I'm not going to make y the subject, I'm going to make x the subject. To do that, I'm going to add 1 to both sides and subtract 2y from both sides. So I know that x can be replaced with 1 minus 2y. So I'm going to substitute that 1 minus 2y here and here. So 1 minus 2y squared minus the 9y, then minus the x, which I'm replacing with 1 minus 2y. And on the right-hand side, we've just got the 2y squared minus 12. Right, let's deal with these brackets then. So we've got the 1 squared, which is just 1. The 1 times the minus 2x, which is minus 2x. But there'd be 2 of them, so minus 4y, minus 4y. Then we would have the minus 2y squared. So minus 2y times minus 2y would be positive 4y squared. We've then got this minus 9y, which we'll leave alone for a minute. We've got the minus the 1, and then we've got the minus 2y. And that's equal to 2y squared minus 12. Right, next step, let's collect up some like terms then. So we've got the 4y squared, I'm just going to leave that where it is for now. Then I've got the minus 4y minus 9y, which is minus 13y, plus the 2y, so that's minus 11y. I've then got the 1 minus the 1, which is 0. And on the right-hand side, I've still got the 2y squared minus 12. Right, I am now going to subtract the 2y squared from both sides because I want to make this equation equal to 0. So the 4y squared, take away the 2y squared, is 2y squared. As well as subtracting the 2y squared from both sides, I'm also going to add 12. So here is my quadratic equation that I'm hopefully going to be able to factorise and solve. I know it's going to have to be a 2y and a y to give me the 2y squared. And to get the 12, I'm thinking probably a 4 and a 3. And I think that if they were both minuses, I think that might work. Let's check to see. 2y times y gives 2y squared. The minus 3 times the minus 4 gives plus 12. And now, crucially, the 2y times the minus 4 gives minus 8y. And the minus 3 times y gives minus 3y. And when I collect those two terms together, I do get the minus 11y. So I know I've factorised that correctly. And so, my first bracket is giving me the solution that y is equal to 3 over 2, or 1.5 if you prefer decimals. And the second bracket is giving me that y is 4. I obviously need the x coordinates as well. I can't just have the y, I need x as well. To get x, I can plug y back into any of the original equations. I think this is the easiest one to do though. So if I substituted 1.5 in here, I'd have 2 times 1.5, which is 3. And the 1, take away the 3, is minus 2. So when x is minus 2, the y is 1.5. And similarly, when y is 4, if I substitute 4 in here, the 2 times the 4 is 8. And 1 minus the 8 is minus 7. So when x is minus 7, y is 4.